is a relaxed room and shade powered by an R-TEC automation motorized shade tube. I've already got my upper limit, my lower limit, and my favorite position programmed into the remote control, but I want to take it back to factory reset. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that, and then I'll reprogram the upper limit and favorite positions again to show you how to do that. I'm going to begin by taking a sharp implement. I'm using a paper clip, and I'm going to press that into the P1 button on the motor head for approximately 14 seconds or until the motor responds. Okay, I got 4 jogs and 4 beeps. Now I'm ready to wake the motor back up and pair it to my remote control. Again, I'm going to take my paper clip and press it into the P1 button on the motor head for just a few seconds until the motor responds. Okay, 1 jog and 1 beep, and then within just a few seconds I need to press the stop button on the remote control. 2 jogs and 3 beeps. Now the motor and the remote control are speaking to one another. The first thing that I want to do after I have paired the two, I want to check the direction of the motor. If I press down, the motor should go down, or up, the motor should go up, or the shade should go up. I'm pressing down, okay, and the shade is going up. So that tells me that I need to change the direction of the motor. And I'm going to do that simply by pressing the up and the down button at the same time until the motor responds. Okay, now I have changed the direction of the motor. I'm going to send the motor down by pressing the down button. And while I'm in the programming stage, a short tap on the remote control on the down or up is just going to move the shade in increments. Where a long tap on the down or up button will give me continuous travel. So I'm going to press stop in order to stop the shade. I want to program my upper limit, so I'm going to send it to the uppermost position where I would like the shade to stop. I'll press the stop button, and then when it gets up close to the top, I'm going to just move it in short increments until I get to that uppermost limit where I would like the shade to stop. I'm usually going to find a place where I have a nice fold or a nice smile. When I get that, then to complete that upper limit, I'm going to press the up button and the stop button at the same time until the motor responds. Okay, I got 2 jogs and 3 beeps. My upper limit is now set. Now I can send it to the lower limit where I would like to program the bottom. I'm going to do a continuous or a long hold to send a continuous travel. And then when it gets close to that lower limit, I'll press stop, and then I can just dial it in by tapping the down button until it gets into that lowermost position that I would like it to stay. And by having it move in 8-inch increments, you can really dial it in to exactly where you want it to stop. All right, I'm going to say that is my lowermost position. I'm going to press the stop and the down button at the same time. I got my 2 jogs and 3 beeps. I now have a lowermost position. I can now send the shade with continuous travel by simply pressing the up or down button. I'm going to send it to the uppermost position. And I can stop it anywhere in between just by pressing the stop button. So there's my uppermost position. Now upper and lower limit set. Now I want to set a favorite position. I'll move the shade to the position where I would like it to stop for my favorite. In this case, I'm going to move it down. I think I'd like it to stop there. Maybe I'll go down just a tad more. Okay. I'm going to have this as my favorite position. I'm going to remove the battery cover from the back of the remote control and press the P2 button until the shade jogs. One jog and one beep. Now on the front of the remote control, I'm going to press and hold stop. The motor jogged in one beep, and now I'm going to hold the stop button one more time. 2 jogs and 3 beeps. That tells me that my favorite position is now programmed into the remote control. I'll send the shade back up. I can stop it anywhere by pressing the stop button. And then anytime I want to move my shade to my favorite position, I simply press and hold the stop button on the remote control. Now, as the last thing that I want to do as far as my programming goes, before I take this to the client's home, I want to lock the remote control. So on the back of the remote control, I'm going to hold and press the lock button, and that's all there is to it. There's one more thing that I'll do before I take this shade to my client's home, is I'll take my steamer and I'll dress out all of the wrinkles or anything that needs to be dressed out here while I'm in the workroom. I also like to steam the back of the folds, and that helps to give it a memory as far as when I raise the shade up, and just make sure that it is going to dress out and look nice once it gets to the customer's home. That's all there is to it. Remove the battery cover, and this shade is now ready for my customer's home.